graphics that are in front of us right now. But yeah, we've seen. I guess maybe they want to try a new duelist.
My favorite part of this is I can just hear Frost's voice saying, "I feel bad for the desk, man. Like I feel bad for the desk."
Oh yeah, you're right. It's like a kind of
I'm glad he's passionate about the game, but I just feel bad for the desk.
I
can just hear it.
What puppy? What puppy? What puppy?
That picture is so good. But anyway, yeah, like you said, I mean, two cracked players that had so much promise and hype behind them, and they both delivered in their opening games, right? Something comes in last year, just wreaks havoc on the Jet when he first enters with PRX. And now Primi, of course, you know, sure, yesterday was a loss, but overall his debut game was insane. And even yesterday, the numbers were still very good.
Yeah, I don't think he lost any of his kill contracts at all, and that's the craziest thing. I mean, of course, between these two teams, these are the players that we want to look at with the highest impact, right? Because they need to be able to frag out in order for their teams to start performing a little bit better. I mean, you can make a little bit of a case for Talon that it's not just Primi as well, though.
Yeah, we have a lot to break down. They have a lot of duelists to discuss on both sides here. Or maybe not duelists, just absolute fragments. Whoa, someone just screamed in the audience. We have, there are serious PRX fans, I think, in Korea sometimes.
Yes.
And they're bonkers. But here we're looking at something in Governor, and we were talking a bit about exactly this in terms of their fragging.
Something's not doing
Both
well.
have started to flex.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing is that just worldwide we're seeing that you have to be more flexible. These two were kind of the go-to duelists, but now given the rest of their roster, they've been given the task to start flexing around and more become kind of a duelist specialist, right? In case of something, it's the Jet, and then we're starting to maybe see the Reyna come back. Governor, obviously the Neon, a big part for him. But it's also how much can you now support your teammates now understanding what a duelist needs?
Now, it's going to be very interesting also.
Let's go PRX, please.
Both of these teams played the last.
Yeah, welcome to the stream, though.
Both of them lost to the Korean teams. Both of them have expressed interest in playing Abyss with mixed results here. And I think we're going to go to our map fan pick. It's going to be very...
Yesterday's loss was so sad, man.
Between these two teams right now, it's that they have the tendency or the propensity to try a lot of different compositions, and of course with the players trying out different roles as well.
Map
Their
picks.
map pools
I like stop throwing Sunset. Obviously, Sunset has to come up.
Really quite know what to expect or predict what they're gonna play or how they're even gonna play it. Because,
Yeah, that's the thing.
The consistency.
I swear, man. Their mindset is like they want to throw.
Talon. I mean, I'm disappointed but not surprised, right?
Talon Ben Abyss.
That they've been working on Abyss. They're kind of scared about what craziness they might bring out. And Talon already tried two different compositions and.
Primi is cracked AF though. Tough matchup, yeah.
PRX. I think you have enough data that
But Primi is not Primi is not texture.
Okay.
That's good enough for me.
Both of these teams
As long as it's not texture, it's good.
Maybe 3 times a charm, but I don't know for which side.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I honestly though,
Well, let me change the sauce so it's easier to see.
I think I'm okay picking this into it, right? Because I think you're seeing that once again.
That was not any better, but I'll fuck it.
Let's go into what worked last year, and then it didn't work out quite well yesterday. So the Talon's probably feeling comfortable, but the Lotus.
All right, that's an interesting one because PRX's bind is
okay. Sunset
terrible
Lotus.
either. But
Surely,
choosing to go on Lotus
surely we win this.
for Talon, I feel like that's just something that where they.
And then Sunset. Everyone's gonna pick Sunset against us now. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is our Sunset so? No, I mean Ascent. Sorry. Why is our Ascent so? Why is the Ascent so bad?
We could do a collaboration, Talon and PRX, with their the cool.
Okay, both are 20%.
Well, they're called elephant pants, but they had other animals on it with their respective teams here. Now we are starting with the Ascent, and we saw interesting comps. Multiple comps from both of these teams.
Very
Talon picked it. Do you think it's going to be the zombie comp? Well, which name do you guys like? The Immortal comp, zombie comp? I like the 9 lives, like the cat comp.
I like the Phoenix Clove Sage KO comp.
Okay,
Of course Will likes that
Phoenix.
one. That's the one Will chose.
It's very direct.
Hydra comp is really nice, and that's like, something along Cobras. But you know what? I mean, it's fun to watch, but I feel like Talon has a lot more control with their, the default.
What, something new come out again?
Jet comp, and I feel like that's maybe what they're gonna go for, right?
That one didn't work. Let's try something else.
And at the same time for PRX, that's where one of the biggest question marks comes in. What comp are they going to play and how are they going to play it against Talon? Because you're going to need to be able to kind of have your own game plan in mind, but also be able to read what your opponents are about to do.
Yeah, now if you're going to work under the assumption that PRX is still going to use the Reina Harbor, which I wouldn't be too surprised, although I do wonder if you sneak the Sky back in despite the nerfs, because I think that's why they switched to the Silva. It didn't quite seem to gel very well. Now, if that's the assumption, I do think the default Ascent composition is probably going to be stronger. You have a lot more ways to just force them to have to go through your util, already take damage and enter the site, and that's something Gen G used to their advantage yesterday. But if you're
should it be
relying on
louder?
the fact that, hey, we just need to get our ult cycling and then we can just overwhelm them with numbers, sure, that theory
I
still
think
works
it's
for
fine.
Talon as well.
I do want to talk about our predictions here. And also, the thing is, in the last match, we saw Gen G. We were just discussing how
fine?
they don't
Okay.
really change up their comms. They're not going to surprise you with that.
The
It's
AI
the layers that
Talon.
they developed with those comms. And now
AI
both of these teams,
ranking.
PRX and Talon, they just keep mixing it up, shuffling, and trying again and trying again. And I don't know if that's the solution. So I'm very curious what's going to be happening today.
Well, I'm just a little scared of the AI, because the AI got the guess a gain right from the first match alone, and now they're alone in this, and I'm starting to think they're back coming for our jobs.
I don't know. I believe in the full power of the talent pool. When we come together, when we become one, we become...
But
Become
do we
stronger.
ever become one? Because we're usually at each other's throats.
That's also true.
Well,
I may be a part of the problem, but
you are definitely part of the problem.
I'm just going to remove myself
Cobra.
from this. Delulu is the Solulu.
He's
I'm just
speaking for
gonna-
himself right now. But Asarai is on board with this. I don't know. Yeah, maybe AI is onto something. It's
listen,
clearly...
I think Talon's shown a lot more potential so far on
Yeah.
what they like to do, but at the end of the day, individual firepower, PRX still favored a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie though. I was actually a little bit nervous watching the games yesterday. Yes, Talon took a loss, but Primi is strong, so there is a slight chance.
All right, well, this is the first time PRX is going to face against the Primi Talon. So let's go to the stage and welcome the teams.
Fastest cut? Bro, I swear, man. Please no.
Now this full mid focus is just picking them to pieces as Gen G
I'm checking all my sources for sound first.
PRX punching their ticket into the upper final.
Matchup against Genji, obviously they were the champion in Shanghai, right? And they really strong. Actually, we don't really expect that we can go almost comeback because even in practice our SN is not really good. It is what it is,
We didn't
It
understand each other
is
as
what
a
it
duo
is.
and
No.
miscommunication, misplays. For the next game, I think we will prepare to play as a team more and work together as a team to show that we will be making improvements alongside our new addition, Primi.
Against Talon, I'm really curious.
You know
what
why?
can Primi do to us.
You know
And
why
I'm
they
excited to
lost
meet the-
yesterday? Because they don't have the undefeated
It's
music.
going to be a very fun one because now we have Primi, so we want
They
to
didn't have the music bar.
off against pure aimers like PRX.
This is incredible, and it also shows young guns up against the old. Primi has a lot of talent, and it's showing so much on the stage today.
So I think both Something and Primi are very talented players. They
Undefeated.
have a very
Uh-huh.
special skill set, but I think the difference between Primi and Something is that Primi is way stronger at holding angles compared to Something, where Something is Mr. Wide Swing. He's
Mr.
very good
Wide
at
Swing is
holding-
crazy.
I don't see Primi using operator that much, but I think something obviously is he good at both gun, operator and Vandal and stuff. I'm very confident against Talon. I will try my best to win the game today.
We're gonna try our best to win against PRX today. So it's gonna be a match against Nephew Forsaken and Uncle Cruz. I hope it's gonna be a bang.
You know what? We'll bang us 13-0 again, Talon. We fucking a bang. That would be a fucking banger. Man, what's with tense music, man? Come on. They're gonna get stressed and they're gonna fucking troll. Please.
In comes PRX, the Singapore org, who's become a VCT household name, regularly gracing the top 3 podium in regional and international events. Now, they ran a total undefeated run throughout stage 2 before getting knocked down by Gen G just yesterday. Now, the Dinosaurs are no strangers to the lower run, though, and today we may see another brilliant rise. But in the opponent's corner are Talon Esports of Thailand, keeping us surprised.
They lose this, right? I'm changing my jersey to Gen G, bro. Fucking swear.
In a rookie for the very first
Surely
time
not.
for a playoffs elimination day. Are they crazy or are they onto something?
I mean, I think Talon's definitely onto something. It's just a matter of how fast does it come to fruition. But already they've proven that they are going in a direction and they're onto it. They're committed to it. Obviously, Primi returning to the stage today. I did find it interesting that we do see still a lot of confidence from PRX because Forsaken, it's the words he chooses are very curious. A lot of people, when they're facing against someone like Primi, they would say like, ooh, I think this is going to be a fun match. I can't wait to face off. But Forsaken says, I'm curious what he can do to us. Right? There's this vibe that, listen, we're still the big dogs. So let's see what damage you can do.
Look at that coach fist bump, just full on.
Bro,
But I'm
the
curious,
coaches even look at one
these
another.
guys
What the
are
fuck?
facing off, and the confidence that Forsaken had going into this, I think that indicates a lot. It's not too modest.
Yeah, it's nothing to scoff at. You know, PRX has so much experience. Meanwhile, Primi, he's a new addition. That's still the craziest thing. He does have the impact, though, and he's not facing PRX alone. So that is something that PRX will have to be cautious about. There's a lot of pressure on their shoulders right now. This is an elimination match.
I would love to see PRX. I mean, just give it a go. I think it would be worse for sure because of the Sky nerfs, but going back to the old Ascent composition, I think that's something I would love to see because I want to see how Talon would combat it as well.
I completely agree with you. It seems
Whoa, what the
to be
fuck? What is here?
lacking that second layer of flashes that worked for them in the past on Ascent last year. I mean, they may or may not bring it back. We're gonna see that happen very soon. I think this is gonna be a very exciting matchup either way. Again, elimination match for these two. Even though they're both qualified for champs, you do want to make it through to the end. You want to be there representing Pacific, looking stronger than ever, because you know, just watching the other regions, because they are also going to be competing against them over in Champions.
Yeah, it's not that far away. Just a couple more weeks, and we'll see all these teams on the champion stage. So right now is how you set yourself up. What seed are you entering champions as? And also, how many reps do you get? How much can you also identify both your own strengths and weaknesses? Because now it's a battle against yourselves to just continue improving out here in VCT Pacific.
Yeah, feeling a bit of that endurance on both sides, really having a lot to show. So let's get this started.
All right, well, this is going to be an exciting one, an explosive one. We're going to go into the first map. The destination is Ascent. Let's go over to our casters, Mr. Achilleos and Mr. Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. Yes, let's get into this one. This one for all the marbles to stay in the tournament. Granted, yes, both teams have already punched their tickets over to champions, so we will be seeing more of them this year, no matter what. But if you want a chance at that Pacific Trophy to challenge Gen G in the grand final, you have to win here today, or else your run comes to an end.
Yeah, and getting a chance to play in front of a bigger crowd at the Olympic Handball Stadium on the line as well. So if you win here, you get to go and play on Saturday against PRX. So that's really exciting. I mean, all these players certainly want that. And I'm really curious about this Ascent. I mean, this has been a pain point for both of these teams. So getting to see them continue to try
It's almost
to fix
like
it, to
the
work on it on
two
stage. I actually
Ascent
really like it.
teams.
I'm really happy that we're going to get to see
Well,
it again
against
for
what?
both these squads. And
Oh,
you
the
got
Sky
your
did come
Achilleos,
in.
You were begging after the match yesterday.
Wanted to just see that added little bit of flash come through for PRX. Went with the Soma.
Oh, the Sky did come in. Damn, the analysts are on something, man. Wait.
But they at least do have that, so that when they're trying to go ahead, get an entry into a site, you have that Lear
Double
flash, that
controller,
Sky
double
flash to come
duelist.
through the cove,
Bro, they
try to catch
really
people off guard.
hate
In the
Sentinels.
past, how does it fare today?
The interview
versus
yesterday
Talon?
was saying like,
Yeah, I mean, I
if
think
it helps,
it's a good middle ground.
they pick the
between
agents
Soma and
based on
KO.
like how they
Still a lot of
play.
information gathering, but that
Then like
extra
if
layer of
Sentinels are
flash
gonna be like
is
useful to
really
them, they will
impactful.
use it.
Pistol
But
rounds
as
are
of now,
gonna be
no.
potentially painful for
The
Talon.
fuck?
With all those heals,
Fair enough, you
you have
know.
the overheal from Reyna, you have the heal from Sky. That's really annoying to deal with in situations like that if PRX can trade well. So pretty curious to see how Talon does. And my eyes also firmly on Van, who was destroying on Killjoy when we saw him yesterday.
And he was. That ascent map was very disgusting from him. It was a solid effort despite not being able to get the victory. Let's see if we can put up similar figures here, though.
We guys need that pistol win rate up, bruh. That shit is bad.
Sides.
I'm just listening to the fans just lose their mind.
I think there were some words in there.
There might have been some attempted words. All right, so Talon
Defense first.
attacking a few players at top mid. Maybe trying for a bit of a crunch towards middle. Looking at Cruz, setting himself up towards tiles. PRX is pinging this down. They've got the flash there with Jing. Trying to
Not
set
the
up for a
same
counter
strat again.
Push towards mid if it comes through, but that just got a lot of info. That 0 point landed late, and it caught, I think, 3 or 4 members of PRX there. And so now they have to peel back. They're just gonna
Wait, but
put
is this
themselves
default?
onto sight off the back of that. The protocols for PRX so intriguing. Just giving up market, giving up main, just saying if you're gonna come through B, we're gonna try to hit you right at the
Oh, that's why they
the
are
switch.
harbor. What the fuck?
Talon's right. I
Okay.
mean, Talon
So they're
expected
planning to lock
PRX to do
him.
exactly what
If let's say they
want,
come
which is
B,
to come
lock
out
them
and be
into front
aggressive.
side and
Everybody
into
sat back.
market.
You can see that
In
Talon
case they take
are
mid.
being caught off guard a little bit.
Then
by
they give
this,
up
and now
mid.
they're gonna start bringing
Then
the
they'll hold
spike
from
around
CT. That's
towards
quite
B lobby.
interesting, I think.
And it looks like ultimately the call here from PRX is going to pay off.
I mean,
Another
it's
0 point over towards a checking out wine. A bit of a fake
Oh,
attempt.
it's gonna
but you
happen.
Still have just
Let's see
lingering
what
here,
color.
jump peeking over in towards
Okay,
mid.
the
Now
harbor-
smoke comes down to cut off alley.
smoke should come
PRX
soon.
should know that this is exactly where all of Talon is going to be.
such an unorthodox start for both these teams. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Updraft up
Okay.
and over and in, and now
What the
Brittany
fuck?
on the floor. Something able to collect the first
Pretty
headshot.
much
Here,
what
swing out,
happened.
Jing with the sheriff. Puts down Chin's boys. Governor jumping through over and switch. I mean, he's shoulder to shoulder with something.
Oh
Quite
shit.
realized
Okay.
it until after
Worked
Sigan
out.
had fallen,
Sick.
but it doesn't matter. Sigan's the only one to fall as PRX will take the opening pistol.
I mean, they
Ah, I'm learning. I can use this harbor.
and it's so awesome to see both these teams kind of coming at you with some unorthodox ideas, kind of what you would fully expect in this matchup.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, they just knew what Premium was going to
Nice
do.
shots.
They knew it was going to be an up and over. And they were so ready for it. And then they can use this harbor wall to play in and out of to just shut down the players that are trying to get there to support Premium. Not that it mattered because he died basically instantly, but I mean, that was so well thought out by PRX.
I might have missed it, but it just feels like Premium was set up for failure there. Didn't see the assisting flash coming through. I mean, something was basically staring at him the entire time.
Something hit him with a flash. I don't know
Oh,
what it was. Was it Devised?
you got info.
Yeah, I heard the guy
Then you
didn't
gotta
like the
rotate,
wall,
so it falls back and go to A,
so
likely.
lineup. Either way, Jing forward here on Cat. He had just peeked
Holy
out.
shit.
Nothing should have been spotted
Yeah,
by
yeah,
either
100%.
player. Hot flash towards A main in the meantime. Mind Freak looking to hold things down.
Divide. Just awaiting some contact around the
A
corner.
looking jet.
Got a lot of PRX players stacking up for this A hit if it does come through from Talon. No purchases at all on their eco, just classics. Gonna reroute.
Route to
Maybe
mid.
consider a bit of a mid hit as well, but something waited.
Oh!
Two pump.
Spike down.
Something. Able to find both
Nice
quick kills.
shots,
Gets out
bro.
with the dismiss. Question is, does he want to pursue even further?
Give me
for
the
another
PRX
one?
classic.
He's just
Let's go.
hanging back
30
here.
seconds left.
Oh no.
Position with an exit strategy. Tailwind has expired.
One enemy
There's a
remaining.
shot. There's
Ah.
the shoulder.
Joe,
There's the
easy,
ball. It's
easy.
a 4K for something. There's PRX starts
That's
things
a
off
good-
2-0.
Good
Yeah, and I
flawless.
think it's really important for PRX today to get something going because he had a really rough go of it against Genji.
Yeah.
Second map in particular, but it just felt like he never quite came online like we're used to seeing. And if he can start lighting up the scoreboard,
That's
with these sniper
insanely
rifles,
fast, eh? What the
good
fuck?
omen. Looks like it's all business right now or something in PRX, keeping that outlaw in the next round. 2 Spectres, 2 Bulldogs. Guardian had to be bought down for Governor.
ahead.
See what Talon can do now.
It's
They have
just
a full buy.
Cruz with the half armor, so everybody else can at least survive the singular shot from the outlaw.
Here.
We'll set up again here at B. Wall coming through, flash ahead of it. Boombot checking anything, but set up for the clear out on that turret. They're just gonna shut the market door. They say, you know what? We don't have a Killjoy, obviously. We don't have a Sentinel. So just shut the door, and if they want to come in, they have to break it.
The door basically acting as a pseudo sentinel there. He's gonna go and kind of do standard things there. Clear out mid. See what kind of info you get. Trailblazer gives you a smidge of info here for Talon to know where Devi is going to be. It's only cleared out by one gun, so not much information for PRX to work with. Relying on this Outlaw from something to do some damage on this entry. Then maybe just wait for the retake. See how much PRX wants to challenge it. Mindfreak going to be locking down tree, but it's a full-on 5-stack hit. Remy just shuts something down.
Yep, I was ready for that. Not going to give the Outlaw any opportunity whatsoever. Solid headshot. And the second player from Talon gets himself on the board. Play now going to be coming through. 4v5 for the retake here. PRX. The door just going to be broken open first and foremost here by Mindfreak. Remy spamming up a bit from hell up and towards heaven.
Oh,
It's going to be a double drop down. Drop down.
the flood is
Crazy.
crazy.
Weapon upgraded into Forsaken's hands, but it's got
No,
a
it's
little
close
bit of
blood,
HP
yeah.
remaining, so heals have to come through from Devi.
Okay.
Forward from Jing. Cut off guard. And so that's going to be the kill coming through from Governor. Out tree. Chip Boys out.
Oh.
Forward, finding 2 quick kills. Find out picking up that sniper. Gets a shot across on the band, puts him down to 10 HP with the round already over. And this.
Nah,
not
don't
really
save
the weapon
this.
that he wants to be carrying over into the next round.
Ready?
Talon not going to allow for a bonus conversion. Solid opening kill from Primi sets up for the plant on A.
I thought if he just
And then able to
died,
convert
he
it
can
to a
just go
round
and
win.
get like a vendor next
What an
round.
opening shot. Certainly something has to be somewhat familiar with Primi's game. I'm sure they bumped into each other in ranked before. Fantastic work here by Governor. Knocking down that triangle.
Wow.
That is clean as heck from Jip Boys. Now let's see how PRX is going to respond. Devi's going to hang on to that Outlaw. Again, one only half armor. This time it's Primi. Has to cut down to it. They're going to maybe contest. Flash over the top to set Primi up. Grenade in response from Jing. Peeks the corner.
Nice shot.
Primi just decides to sit there and challenge. He eats a little bit of added damage from that paint shell and ends up falling down. Clear out on the turret again. Just this triple setup from PRX. Constantly having a multitude of members on this B side of the map. Take away those
Oh,
info
that wall is to
gathering
block the
tools.
part.
Talon smashes it
Oh.
across. Something. Waiting for the swing out. Spots a shoulder. Decides to stay for the challenge.
Ah.
Makes a dismiss. Gets away from Cruz.
Doesn't take any damage either. So well handled. Now
Jing
Jing.
now pushing forward, and Jid gonna get caught. I mean, it looked like he was decently aware of it, but now you've got the 2 remaining players from Talon. Sandwich into B main, pop flash, catching Governor fully in the face. The tuck away into the corner. Cruz able to win out though. Opens up for a retreat from behind.
Easy.
Tries to
Nice,
do a little
nice,
bit of
nice,
extra
nice,
damage,
nice,
but it's gonna be
nice.
Devi with that frenzy in
Alright,
hand.
going well. It's going
Bringing the
well.
outlaw to a Vandal. PRX
But to be fair,
up to
Sen
1.
is like defenders are
Doing a
quite.
great job. Just controlling
know.
the points of attack for Talon. Jing wins on
I
one
at least I
side.
find it like defender
Something
side
wins
that
on
this
the
might
other.
in
That's what you
defender
need out of
side,
duelists to be able to take those contact fights and win.
especially for uppers. That's what I feel.
PRX was struggling with against Gen G. No problems here right now. Back up to Bale Forsaken out. He had been sussed out by Cruz in that corner, but the rest of the team there, their overwhelming numbers advantage. Forsaken has a reckoning. Empress available for something. We're back down to an eco for Talon. Knife does catch Mindfreak, but kind of suspects that Jip Boys was up there, and Jip Boys had just moved off the angle. Something.
That failed jump does make some noise. Quick
3
clear
players.
on that dart, yeah. It's a massive push up, and that's the spike there. Cruz ends up getting taken down. Paint Shells forces him back over into spawn even deeper.
A little bit of a body block, but all's well that ends well.
Okay, the rotate is going to
All
B
over
now.
it. They have left the B site completely open.
They have it now. Jit Boys completely isolated. Paranoia and trying to buy him some time, but Mindfreak's just going to go ahead straight
My
forward. Finds
advantage.
that kill, and
Can
now
I make the
rotation's
rotate in
back
time?
to B, going to be coming through. Reckoning going to be sent. Just cutting off anybody in mid, anybody
Wow.
over in B main.
Actually, if Killjoy was to choose to go in there, I think they might have done it. Now watch also by my dinner. Bro, I'm waiting for my dinner, bro.
Spawn out onto ban. This is the first
Hello,
couple shots for that kill.
Sunday,
Cruz
good
gets
fuck.
gets pushed back up, full HP. Cruz nearly caught with util, rather a knife in hand. Ends up
Oh.
falling as Premi's able to put something down.
A shot.
The
That
round's over,
was.
despite
But yeah,
Slater.
lah. You put this on your phone now. Now you're watching with me.
Try to find some additional
Did
kills.
a watch party.
Maybe online, but no, it's going to be Devi with a headshot out of range. to take him down, get PRX even further out in front.
Yeah, this is just really interesting stuff we're seeing from PRX. Gambling big time on some of these pushes, but that's PRX for you. Gets so much control.
Okay.
Mind Freak able to just run down his Omen counterpart. Something has gained so much space. That Empress.
Wow, peeking while still reloading is crazy, bro.
Really crazy stuff. Gonna get the op. Yep, I thought I heard Forsaken say it. Oh god.
Paranoia, I mean, yeah, looking for a bit of a tiles crunch here. Ray's leading the charge. Something
Whoa,
towards mid. It's Jing and Forsaken
scary.
one apiece. Mind Freak has been caught up in the crossfire. Jing not over here.
Ah, good.
Allows for Cruz to go his separate way for now.
Fucking good.
No overheating from Jing in my Valorant. Nah, but that's the new PRX. That's 2024 PRX. They are much more disciplined.
I feel like they're still quite aggressive this game at least.
Okay, fair enough.
Quick little TP jiggle forward into the smoke to see that it's cleared out. Jit Boy's just trying to keep some attention here on the A site, and so far it's working a treat. As Cruz and Governor exploring the space over here towards the B site.
Oh no.
Slowly working his way into position.
Oh, there's confirm a pick.
TP in the boats.
Always making noise.
Oh, he made noise.
Cruz gonna be hearing that.
He should wait for the rest and come. And go, I mean.
Now the null command gonna be popped. That stops something from going for something a little bit too risky here. So they can't just get the kill, dismiss out. So for now, held at bay are PRX as they get everybody corralled around here. Clock shot's gonna be sent.
Okay, good trade.
Cruz traded it out. Man advantage still there for the side of PRX, but time working against them. Boombox gonna be going through, but now it's gonna be Jing able to find the kill. Now Governor on his lonesome. Paint shells there. Just
nice one, Jing.
Way forward into the smoke. Go ahead and claim it. Showstopper's already online, but time dwindling, so don't want to pass things over. Didn't have it available.
Let's get 20% up. 20% win rate on this man.
5-1.
Let's get it
I
out.
mean, these retakes that PRX is playing for is apparently all part of the early game plan here for them. They're constantly just leaving B site relatively undefended, and it's because of the way they're able to use these high tides to get themselves back into sight.
Oh, that was a mini tap. I didn't even know.
They're able to cut B site basically in half for whatever angle they're trying to approach from, and really isolate these individual battles. Even though Forsaken goes down, it's quickly traded by Jing. Jing just so individually talented. Blades pop for Primi. Everybody else was able to buy up towards rifles. See what they can do. He's been magnificent in some of these moments so far in Pacific. Push out from Devi. Gonna tuck himself into the corner behind the smoke.
It's just another very slow start here from both sides. Talon, again, probably anticipating a little bit of added aggression. Devi swung out, peeking the angle.
Whoa. Primi ready to be choking.
Interrupts spot, but Cruz is there to bail him out.
Yeah, there's no smokes there to help out Devi. Almost got out, but at the door, Cruz able to take him down. Something now pushing out with this op. Everybody from Talon makes the full wrap in towards A, and once again, seemingly,
they left A open.
Rex gonna play for retake. It's so good.
Oh, Omen going behind.
Up ban.
Plus they have two controllers, Faber can deal with this. He'll slow across, I think.
Now recon in something as he push up in front of the smoke. Gonna set up the leer. Forsaken able to find one as Cruz gets taken down. Showstopper now in play. Jit Boy's
oh, he got him.
Before he finds the headshot. Does get the punish there, the trade out.
The flank is coming though.
Brings it into a 3v3. Something on the swing, however, able to find Ban right before Mind Freak would have struck from behind. And that keeps his position even more obscure.
Oh my god!
Turn, he finds the kill. And now it's something all on his lonesome.
Here.
5 HP remaining here on the Jet.
Left.
Spike not planted now, needing to be stuck. Looks for the peek out, finds the first one, quick dismiss out. Primi, the last one left standing.
Primi is 1, bro. It's fucking 1 HP.
Something with any kind of blind spray down into hell. We'll find it, but for now,
That's a fucking insane angle. Camera angle, bro. Oh, he made noise.
Heard. Something on the drop down. Primi aware. Shot
Please check hell. Please check hell. No shot! No shot, Primi, what the fuck?
That moment from Mind Freak not being able to confirm the kill.
Oh.
Primi somehow gets them over the line.
You can't give him
Primi.
any opportunities because he is just ridiculous. I mean, this looked pretty good. Probably should have been
Nonchalant.
Unbelievable. I mean, definitely Mind Freak's going to be kicking himself a little bit on that one. Forsaken's going to be grabbing an Odin for this round. Hunter's Fury and a lockdown available for Talon, so big ult to play with.
Spray opening up, but not really going to be found there. Is the Hunter's Fury. Does manage to get a tag onto Forsaken, looking for the follow-up, but he is managed to stay elusive. Push out, flying through the smoke. Defy, though, not paying attention to main. Does end up flying, but Forsaken quickly trades it back as he manages to find a 3-piece. Lockdown committed to this round. Effectively for not the swing.
Bro, wipe up.
The headshot. He found something. Stays alive. Jing comes to the rescue. PRX did not allow for Talon to string 2 rounds together consecutively.
And Forsaken has another reckoning.
No.
Defy stepping in there to bail him out a bit. But Forsaken just being really cagey with that Odin. Just spamming through. Knew that Primi had dashed into that smoke. Just gonna hold that trigger down. That third kill was nasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still remember Forsaken's Pearl moment.
Yeah, the pro Odin 3K.
Remind me.
I believe he's playing Killjoy, approaching B site, kills at least 4 people.
Ah.
It was a while ago at this point. But we do have a timeout call here from Talon.
The golden days of
4
PRX.
rounds, wanting to have more success on this attack. So an opportunity to salvage this half.
For sure. And it's going to be interesting. I mean, this PRX comp, you know, definitely in general, PRX is going to want to be a little bit attacker-sided. But going up against Frost, not look happy. Oh boy. But they've been struggling to get through these entries. And even with that Hunter's Fury and the lockdown, they just couldn't get anything done.
But they really tried to pick like PRX bad map.
After that lockdown came through,
I think
should have waited it out to force that Odin back. Major entry after that.
They better not choke this. 6-2 is quite a good lead. Side.
No op this time though. But something
actually, if they lose this round, right?
Have some mid presence and a wall to try to obscure some movement.
They might be
pushing in front of the smoke, and he's gonna an instant headshot on the band. Primi,
well, traded out
though. Takes that Jing, looks for Divide.
Divide, don't push this.
He's gonna go for it again, and that's gonna lead Divide to pull back into the site. Trailblazer quickly cleared.
Gotta appreciate that Divide has challenged Primi a couple times here.
He has.
He hasn't gone like
Cruz
super well, but he's not scared. Oh no.
So Chipboy is the one who actually clears out that Trailblazer on the opposite side of the map. So they know that there's at least 2 players on that side, and now the push up from something
making me stressed, bro.
Be an A hit. The 3 remaining players. Reckoning immediately going to be coming through as the entry begins.
Whoa!
It's going to be Jit Primi getting 1 apiece, but then Mind Freak this time able to confirm the kill. Jit, last one standing. Reckoning keeping him locked in place as something. Spots on the gun barrel, swings in.
Hey, minus 5,000! Minus 5,000!
PRX up to 7.
Yeah, looking a lot more comfortable and confident on the Reyna. Able to take these 1v1s and win them.
Minus 5.
A lot of efficiency. A good leer there after a bit of a missed opportunity on Cruz to give him the follow-up.
They're losing games, man. They can't be losing money, please.
And a reckoning that just barely works. I mean, Jit turned on a dime and took Divide out there. Primi is Primi on that entry. Still have the Seekers.
But Primi, the hero guardian.
Same high tide as always, just trying to keep this Talon squad at bay. Jing this time, seeing if they're gonna disrespect that high tide again. Just for a little bit of pre-fire. They're putting a lot of pressure in towards mid. The boom bot is gonna get a confirmation that there is a player on the catwalk.
And there's just that door shut again.
Yep.
Jing again, pushing forward. Primi watching and winning. Guardian in hand. Finds that opening kill.
Protect the gun, man.
Now needs
They're
to be
coming to go for it.
by filtering over towards Tree. As Forsaken finds one, Primi looking to just hold a hard angle here, but Forsaken not distracted, knows that, okay, I need to offer up some util for my friend. Actually gets away from the angle where Primi almost certainly would have been able to take him down. Hot flash, sent through Divide, able to find one, knows that he's tagged up another, sends it, Primi,
perfect,
Forsaken will collect.
That right there is great value out of that Sky. Those flashes were massive. And right out the back of that Harbor utility, something is going to clean up Jim Boys.
Nice
Find the final
plays,
kill,
man.
put
Holy
PRX
shit.
up 8-2, but
Let's fucking go. 2-0
we
this
had a long
ass.
discussion about this after Ascent yesterday. And I'm liking what I'm seeing, Achilleos.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, it's obviously not just the Sky.
No.
But it does feel, across the board, a lot better. The combos that they're able to do, the flash through the walls, to really try to catch people off guard, make it that much more difficult to just turn from the flash, dodge those, that's all well and good. But also, PRX are just kind of hitting their shots today.
Yeah.
Which was something that was missing a little bit.
Yeah,
in
it
the
helps when
previous
your
series.
arena is going crazy.
Yes.
It helps. But I also like some of the high tides I'm seeing from Forsaken.
Yeah.
They're really kind of giving them some interesting amounts of map control, allowing them to obscure some of these plays they want to do on the backside of it, whether it be push out towards catwalks or just peek outs from short, you know, contesting mid a little bit more, or at least keeping their positions obscured so something can play off the back of them. All those things put together, really, really enabling PRX to have success.
And creeping forward, Governor, making plenty of noise. Do they just blind phase forward? The answer's going to be yes. Finds one. Quick dismiss. I mean, God, damn, so quick.
Jeez.
Just zooming. Mind Freak in the meantime. Winning the battle.
Got them zoomies.
Good board.
Jing? Okay.
Just for the second. He does end up getting taken out by Governor, and Cruz in the meantime does find something. Consent cleared. And Chicken says, hello.
Nah, this is fucking troll,
So
man.
clean with it, too.
Is it? Oh,
You know, I don't think he's had a wallbang kill on the Odin yet. This is the most honest
Bro.
Odin gameplay that I've ever seen.
I was waiting for some kind of comment.
Last round in the half.
You're absolutely right, I think, but I mean, he's so
Odin's fucking
confident.
spare gun,
I
I
mean,
don't even
it's like
know,
a
man.
completely different PRX team. And this push out for Primi just not ready at all. Yeah, man. Seekers to cover there, too.
I mean, it looked like the Reyna just hopped on one of those like city scooters and just full throttled it out in the market. The Smith speed is so fast.
It is crazy good.
So we don't get
Oh,
too many
God.
glances of it as Jing bouncing forward, looking
Holy
for a plunge
shit.
over into tiles. And this is a gamble from PRX. It does not pay off. Talon do get free access to the safe site.
Nah, I did a full 5-man retake.
Well, you dodged the no command. So you got that going for you.
Yeah, by the time they all arrive, it will basically be ready to expire. And there it is. Break of the window. Drone.
Do they have a killjoy? No, they don't, right?
Sending that up towards heaven, scouting. For now, Forsaken just going to stay tucked back, but something does get darted.
Shock dart gave away Cruz's position.
Oh,
What the
my snapping reaction, even with the shorty. Forsaken able to find that
What the
kill. Jing doing very much the same.
Are they on eco?
Following in after his brother gets that kill.
I think he's ready for ban.
For me here at Hell, trying to hold things down, but it's only going to be good for the one kill. Now it all comes down to Ban. Trying to rescue the half a little bit, finds a headshot, but it's just not planted for him. Swings around,
Oh!
interrupts it.
Wait.
Mind Freak quick to pick it up though.
Whoa,
Without
fucking
a second to
thanks.
spare.
Ah.
77 remaining.
Woo!
10-2. PRX dominant here at the start of Ascent.
Yeah, I mean, some really interesting ideas from PRX. Obviously, the flash is impactful, but I
Yo,
think
the flood out
bigger
from
part
heaven,
of
bro,
it
with
for
that
me
harbor wall.
was that
It really cuts
they're
the
just
side into
taking
like a
map control
manageable
and then by
retake.
gamble stacking on one side or the
Then
other.
once they want to push out their wall, he just
forces them to
harbor,
play
he
retake,
just
which plays
domes
into
and
their
get
hands,
out.
Which plays into this extra layer of smokes that you have with the harbor to
Quite
kind
good.
of section off fights and use those leers, use those flashes, use your
Yeah, they aren't playing
positioning,
too bad.
to just kind of
I
cut
think
your
PRX
opponents
just playing
apart and make it
really
way
good
more
today.
difficult for Talon
Unlike
to
yesterday,
react.
yesterday they fucking don't know what the fuck they're doing,
And just really keeping Talon informationless, making it really difficult for them to react. Primi, show me ace.
Show me ace. Well, confused by the previous signs. The Talon fighting. PRX, please win. So you're trying to hedge your bets.
Yeah.
I like both teams, so
I do too.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of fans are going to be conflicted today. It's 2 SEA teams.
Sure.
I've had a few of fans that I've talked to outside that have been like, yeah, I don't know who I want to win tomorrow. They really like both teams, and for good reason. I mean, they play, you know, from time to time comps that are off meta and make them look good. I mean, PRX constantly playing comps that are off meta, but Talent, you know, has shown us some really interesting stuff this year to get here, to get to champs.
10-2.
PRX right now, certainly looking like they're getting the better of them, but you never know. It's defender side ascent. Anything's possible.
Yesterday, even PRX came back all the way, but they didn't win lah. But
run back here from the side
on
of
defense, so Talent might have a chance here.
Zero sign during the arrivals interview, but they have avoided
Mid
that.
wall.
Still,
Oh no!
a strong map, given that this is their pick. It's gonna be a Cove push out into mid. Not something that you see every day, but it's PRX for you. All now coming up.
That's crazy.
Cut off vision from anyone. They're all playing here within the site. Jinx playing first contact. Needs a little bit of damage, but Ban's still going to be taking
That's crazy. This guy's got everyone. Everyone.
Takes out Cruz. Divine the only casualty. A lot of damage dealt, but Governor, does he read this?
He doesn't. There's no way he reads this.
I don't know that he's necessarily aware that somebody is moved up to this now. Forsaken and Jinx, the dynamic duo.
She's so fun.
Looking to improve on this position, but it will be something to claim the kill, and Jitboy's spotted here on the jiggle. He's using the PRX Classic that he picked up, and now he's going to be sent back and backpedaling away. See, maybe if they filter into him one by one, if he can pick them off, try to find some kills when he gets them all.
Nah, that's the whole team, bro.
Down, a pack mentality. The Wolves coming through. I guess we should say the Raptors.
Shit, that has to be scary, yeah, low key.
I mean, they're just feeling it now. I mean, night and day difference in individual performances. Oh, that shock dart got shorted too to make matters worse. But again, that's the problem. You know, if something is getting those one and dones, it's so difficult for Talon to react the way they want to. I mean, they have a pretty good read on this round. They have a good setup to put down some serious firepower at that door.
The one way, but they don't respect it at all. They just gotta take it.
Go their way.
Going in, none.
Too good today. Hello, Mr. Dog.
Full A side control.
Jitboy is actually just filtering through, I think, all of the playoff teams. He's got Gen G Classic now. Boombot up in towards heaven, but there's only Jit on this side of the map.
Did a 55-man retake.
2 sheriffs in their hands. Potential to deal some damage here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, shoot through the wall.
Yeah, well, it just gives them safety to shoot and repeat. Just control this heaven angle. So smart from PRX.
Well, it's just several players playing back, saying, okay, well, a lot of them have to push into us in order to get out of spike range. So maybe we can get some picks, and they will. Otherwise, they can go down to the spike.
Nice.
Up there, Divide finding 2 on the back end.
And that dies.
So still going to be some damage dealt. Jing and Forsaken bought down below 1,000. But PRX are now just 1 bonus conversion away from closing out Ascent.
Yeah, I still have enough for a couple rifles, though. And I love this Cove. It's these little things that PRX is so good at putting together that just make the rounds easier for them, when they can really increase the percentage chances of winning the round and doing some damage. Judge for Forsaken. I think they're just gonna beeline it into A.
Jing is just gonna die. Pushes out, weapon wasn't even drawn.
They don't have their shot now, though.
Takes his head off, but clear on the turret. Still 2 nanoswarms set up on the site now.
I think this is not a good round for them. Looking at this, once the wall goes down, right,
for the time being, we'll have a
they don't have control.
Try to get themselves back into this game.
It's gonna be really hard.
Back, a little bit of damage taken from that first shock dart. Cruz still has the recon.
Still that Judge underneath hell for Forsaken. Dog to kind of cover for him, but that's long range for that Judge.
He gets flashed and pushed over into that fragment, but there's only a single little pulse left remaining. Jitboy's able to find 2. Forsaken now here into the smoke, the drop down, they're able to flush him out. And now it's all on Mind Freak. This would be a hell of a Mind Freak moment, but they won't give him the start of it. Talon will hang in there, not allowing for that bonus conversion, for the map to come to a conclusion. They get themselves a 3rd round win.
Yeah, just really solid stuff here from Talon. Jing tries to challenge Primi, and Primi's really good in those moments. Just so good with his crosshair placement.
Knows just how wide you're going to swing.
Yeah. And I mean, again, certainly these guys have ran into each other a lot in ranked, so some of their tendencies going to be at least understood. Jing has to buy down to a Spectre, have another Reckoning for Forsaken. Been fast-tracking those round over round. Spike's going to be left back, though, so PRX is going to spread the map. Try to see if they can isolate some fights. Grab the orb for Jing, get him closer to the showstopper. Just mid being
I
held
think
by
planning
Primi
to
with
go
that
all the way to
ammo.
B and get that orb as well. Then try to get one kill for Jing. And that's his weapon, and yeah, that's all he's good for. He's good for that one, I guess. Oh,
That is
never mind. Just pick up
ambitious.
the fucking vendor then.
Something as well, catching a glimpse of Ban.
Wait, why does he not have a skin?
Chipped away at. Sky gone, no heals. It's going to be a rotate over here from Mind Freak, and then a 4-man attack onto the B site. Right now, Cruz, the only one watching in towards main, but the two players very much nearby. But there's the opening headshot. Forsaken takes him down. Reckoning still available for a post point as well. So we're going to be shut.
Something.
Oh, something.
This is crazy.
He's going to challenge out, but he cannot get the dismiss away. Primi able to take him down before that can happen. Now a 3v3, but again, Harbor ult still here. And for PRX, they don't need to try to play out of the sight.
Showstopper 2.
Very true.
I got Reckoning though.
Luck, Talon. How are you going to bait that showstopper out?
Oh, got Reckoning and the showstopper. Damn.
Getting now sent.
It's quite
This is
fucked.
for the conclusion here of the map, so they can just go ahead and say tucked back.
Oh!
Primi able to survive down, but not the follow-up shots from Forsaken, who sets up now another
Oh, but the wall is good.
Shit boys and Ban trying to push.
Oh, this is good. This is fucking good. Oh, yeah, Jing, let's go.
Kill Mind Freak. We'll get the finisher. It's going to be 13-3.
Yeah.
Running away.
That's
with a
fucking
victory
good.
here on Ascent.
A completely different PRX from yesterday. They look so fired up, so confident, winning so many of their 1v1s. Better overall game plan as well. And it had a ton of value.
And it did. Well, we'll go ahead and pass things back over to the analyst desk before we get geared up for Sunset.
It's been a while, but PRX has finally figured out Ascent 3 times a charm, eh?
Yeah, fine. Figured out is a generous term.
Okay.
Without a scoreline, they figured this one out.
They
Come
figured it
on.
out for today.
What is it, 13-3?
They figured it out for today.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
We're not talking about the next match yet. We're talking about
I feel like if they used the same thing against Genji yesterday, they still would have lost.
Fine.
You're
They
playing
figured
I
it
just
out.
have feeling.
Yeah. I get it.
PRXers are-
All
Because
right.
they won this
They played
match
very well.
purely
They played
because
very
I
well.
feel like
And
because
they went back
they
to the sky, which I was very happy to see.
their
We
aggression
talked about
just
Jess beforehand.
won.
They basically remembered why
Their
they came up
aim,
with
their
this
aim in a
concept
sense
in the
was
first place,
better.
which was, hey, we can set up our own screens, get ready for it, and then isolate angles, flash everything, go in as a team, and just out-trade everybody.
It certainly helped, speaking of trading, that they were just hitting all of their
Well,
shots.
yes.
Well, 9 times out of 10 anyway.
What? there were some moments
Yeah.
with like something kind of having a little bit of difficulty, but it is what it is, right? I mean, the main thing is still the fact that they had the right reads, they had the composition to make it work, and they were just able to really put a stop to whatever Talon was trying to throw at them, right? Talon really struggled with being able to attack at any point in the first half, really.
I think what goes back to the whole, even the shots hitting, I mean, sure, maybe there's outside factors as well, but this is a team, Talon's a team that will be willing to play PRX's style. And I think PRX loves that. They love it when teams are like, yeah, okay, we'll meet you halfway there. Because PRX is like, great. Because now we can just play like we always do. It's just going to happen even quicker. But then, you know, you play against other teams like Genji who are like just really dragging you out. That's when it gets troublesome. So
Yeah,
that plus
I
the
agree.
composition change, everything, I think just went absolutely in favor of what PRX was looking for on a map like Ascent. And obviously, they completed it to fruition.
It really did. I mean, you see a lot of these rounds, and I love what you're saying about, you know, the comparison of styles that happens, right? Because not only is something able to frag out right now, you also also have players like Forsaken feeling a lot more comfortable in his current role, in his current position, and he's pulling things out like the Odin, where he's always consistently snapping onto heads and then getting the subsequent shot. And, you know, the utility that everything goes through with it as well is something that really, really throws Talon off, especially when he goes in for that Reckoning ultimate, and then everyone just pushes along with it. Talon finds a really tough time where they're just kind of stuck around the site. They are forced to choose either to get stunned or, you know, go in for a bit of a fight, and it doesn't always work out. That said, though, Primi was still able to land some shots, and there were some interesting moments where, like, Talon showed they had the foresight to, like, flash out a smoke just because they think they are. Foresight is probably going to be hiding inside this.
There was a little fun moment. There was one moment. It was
19-7, 19-9, 13-9, 11.
Primi was down like what 5 HP.
Yeah. I mean,
After something's demolished.
Where's this going?
give him his credit. Give him his credit. The fact that he stayed calm. You know, I think this just goes to show that Primi clearly believes in himself. He's not going to sit there and start to shake in his boots just because it's something. He's going to say, this is just another game of Valorant, and he wins those 1v1s, 1v2s. In fact, it was a good clutch. So I give him all the credit. I think we don't really need to even praise it too much anymore. The fact that he is so mechanically skilled, that much is proven. But I think probably what this helps is remind everybody, in case there are still people out there that think PRX all they do is W key, it's the fact that they have their own theory behind the chaos. They have their own team style and team communication behind this chaos, because if this was literally just going in and aim dueling everybody, then Primi in theory should be winning a lot more, because then it would be nothing different than playing a game of competitive queue.
That's a fantastic point. Primi just feels very raw at this moment, and as you would expect, they just dropped him in, parachuted him in out of nowhere in playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, listen, all things considered, this is a very unfair situation for him, and I think he's absolutely made the best of it. Great debut match, still putting up great numbers, still having some highlights, and already we're seeing small things where we're recognizing that, okay, he's picking up on things what the teams are doing, learning what he should do or shouldn't do, and this is, if anything, this is some of the best practice he can get, as long as he doesn't, you know, break down mentally just because of the pressure, which I don't think is a problem just yet.
Yeah, for now, you know, it is what it is, but the potential, like how he can really climb, is another thing, because he is still mechanically
Man, I slept for the whole day.
Now,
I'm
Primi
still
is
tired. I woke up at
Sunset
5 p.m. today.
against PRX. Now,
What the
this
fuck?
map for
My eyes are
PRX
dropping, bruh.
is definitely a dominant one, and they're just fantastic on it. This is going to be a tall order
Yes.
A little bit.
for the Thai team.
I mean, 8-1 record in Pacific, and I mean over 60% on both attack and defense on any map.
Well, that's hilarious. Is it legit the one time they lost was when they don't play the
stage?
stage?
9 times. That is a insane win rate to have on either half of any map. So obviously this is one of those maps for PRX that's just very comfortable. Sure, you can try to anti-strat. Teams have done it before. Only one team has been successful in Pacific and actually breaking through all the way and crossing the finish line. And obviously this is not the first time these two are playing on this map. So we'll see if with Primi, Talon maybe having a bit more consistency in their rounds.
Yes, that's the biggest thing, is the fact that now Talon has Primi for this
Oh, and the
specific
power
map.
stage on
What's the
Sunset is
composition
quite
now gonna look
insane.
like? Because Talon has tried some different things before with the Neon, the Rays, but these aren't really like Primi agents, right? Are they gonna
But
bring
legit
the
need the
ISO
teamwork.
into
If don't
this?
have,
You know,
right?
I'm wondering about all this stuff.
If there
because
isn't
we've been
teamwork,
seeing
then
Government
Sage is
kind of
just
shy away from the duelist role, just
doing fuck
like
knows
so
what,
teammates can
honestly.
come in with different roles as well, and maybe they have retooled whatever they have a little bit just for this specific matchup.
Maybe even Clove.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think a Clove Omen double controller works really well on Sunset, right? The 2 orb smokes, a lot of one ways you can do, a lot more control around the extremities. So that could absolutely work with this team. And that way you can still have something like the Neon. Obviously, the info part, yeah, you'd have to figure that out. But that's an option, and I think that would be a fun one to watch.
Oh, that would be super fun. I was just flicking through his last played ranked games, and there were mostly Clove.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
ooh,
A lot
I
of
want
Clove.
to see this. So I hope that happens. Now we got our own game. It's a guest in game, and you are so wood rank.
I need
Quest.
this.
There are plants growing out of your head. It's kind of funny. I thought I was gonna be that wood rank person.
The JRPG enthusiast in me wants to pick that out because it's like a collectible after like hoard all my consumables and items.
I want to just like stay there and keep like see what else.
Which team will use their second time for some map too? Talon.
Well,
I don't think PRX gonna use it,
tell you
surely.
guys, I'm ranking up another season.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You're not undefeated though. The one who's undefeated is the Mr. King.
He's
right now.
He's defeatable.
Okay.
He is. Chobra is
Still,
going to
no,
take
I'm
him
not.
down. Chobra is going to defeat Seth King.
Yeah,
the
do we
king.
get a little boxing match if we tie at Radiant
Whoa.
at the finals?
I am down. I'm
I would be
so
a
down
ref.
for a boxing match between two of our casters. It's a little physical. But
Alright. So
okay.
which team's gonna
Second
use their
timeout.
second timeout first? Like which
Alright.
team's gonna run out of timeouts first? Okay.
Go. Talon. Why?
Yeah. I think they're gonna need it. I feel like, I mean, this is one of those things where keep the change. What?
Neither
Don't
team's
get
gonna use
distracted
it.
by him.
Yeah, yeah.
Give us your answer. Go.
Yeah, I do just think that, like, you know, PRX is going to have, you know, with their win rate and everything, Talon's going to want to try to call some timeouts to reset and try to find ways to adapt to PRX.
And what is
wow.
this all about? Keep the change. Is
Well,
there like a way that this needs to be said?
No.
I feel like there's a way. Just keep the change.
Keep the change.
Keep
Just
the-
standard.
Keep
no,
the change.
no flavor.
Like question mark?
No, no, no.
Air quotes. Keep
No, but
the
I think,
change.
listen, I don't think I'm just gonna say it. I don't think PRX is gonna need a second timeout.
Okay.
I don't think they might not even need a first timeout. And then on Talon's side, I think they'll use one. But if it gets to that point, I think this is going to be another opportunity for Frost to see how well Primi can adapt with the rest of the team. I don't know if you pull out all the stops because you know that this is a very hard matchup for you already.
Oh yes. Now I'm inclined to agree with you. Keep the change, but
Keep the change.
I'm putting as many punctuation as possible and
Keep
trying to verbalize
the
it.
change.
Maybe an ellipses first. But anyway, PRX, I agree with you on this one. I don't even think they need to use both their timeouts, but also it's PRX, and you know how the boys are.
They're gonna overheat.
They like to overheat.
no.
They like to make Alex upset.
This is
Where's
true.
the
They make
faith?
a timeout, and it's a little heartbreaking, but they do it. All right,
Oh.
here are our comps. What is
Primi's on
Primi
Cypher.
yeah, on Cypher. What do you guys
Okay.
make of this?
I mean, listen, Cypher is quite a self-sufficient agent, right? Obviously, you're mostly going to be lurking. You're going to be going for those duels, so that works. But you have to be very active with your trap wires and your cyber cages. All right, we just talked about Meteor in that previous matchup. I don't know if Primi's going to be as fluid with that in a pro setting on the stage, but obviously this does allow Governor to continue on the Neon. No one else has to change anything, so that's the good news for Talon.
That is what it is. But it also, yeah, we were really testing Primi's vocabulary on this whole library of like tripwires and everything else. But at the same time, Governor has to work really well with Ban right now and the calling from crews in order to find those big openings against PRX, because PRX, like we're talking about, it's this composition. We've seen something on the get-go. Davai on the stage, pulling out that operator when he needs to. Forsaken on the breach as well. This can be a little bit problematic.
Well, it's a very different look for Coach Alex today compared to yesterday, and they are on a good streak right now with Sunset. This could be it. This could be it for Talon. All right, we're going to go to our casters. King Seth, please tell us, how many timeouts are we going to have today?
Well, I'm leaning towards Chobra's thinking here. I think that maybe we see the one similar to Ascent, but widely some limit testing, some attempt to see if there's going to be just.
Okay, my mom finally left. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way as well. Even though I do want to see that boxing match. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I don't know who my
Okay.
plan would be on though. That's a tough one.
Never done boxing. Used to do karate.
Oh, okay. I don't know if Chobra's
how
got
much-
any
how much I
martial arts
remember, though.
skills. You know, like any kung fu in there. I'm not sure.
Nah, he used to play the violin.
Yeah,
I can't even
that's
say that. I
oof.
used to as
What
well.
the
Oh,
fuck?
wow.
Forsaken in on by himself, man.
That you can do both. But Forsaken, solid start, able to find one, but then does get full flash. takes that with
Holy,
chip
the
point.
bit using the breach is
Everything
crazy.
else making their way
The
over
bit
towards
using the
side. That
breach.
ball comes up. Talon will realize it.
Well, still have a bit of utility here in the back pocket. Paranoia for Mind Freak. Dizzy's as well for something.
There.
Vault line, a Paranoia of your own. It's going to have to be really impactful for Talon. Trying to figure this out.
Paranoia going across, then catches on the Governor. He has to stay sat back. By taking that first contact, his stun will connect, but Jing still able to win out the fight. And Divine!
Wait,
Just takes the
wait,
knife to him.
wait, you
Right
can't do that, bro.
into his
You
heart.
can't just do that.
PRX will pick up
Nah.
another pistol.
It's not a pistol, but that's a knife.
I did
Secret
not,
sends its regards.
yeah, I did not have my divine knife on my bingo card today. But here we are. This is the reality we are in. And Forsaken just sells this so well. Not only that, he wins against Primi in his 1v1.
Yeah, he just,
They know he's
he's
reloading.
just like, yeah, I gotta reload, so screw it.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, just unbelievable what we're seeing out of PRX. So decisive today. Throwing this boombot out. Let's see if they want to challenge this gamble stack. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuns.
Relay and
Move, guys. Holy shit.
There on the divide, but he's gonna heal for himself.
Nah.
Everybody else is just gonna be flushed out.
Nah, what the hell is this?
Mosh gets another. The paint shell's
Oh,
gonna
he's
go to
fucking
the
dead.
spot, and he is dead. 2 paint shell kills, a Mosh kill, a flawless, and everything is topsy-turvy already.
It is a smorgasbord for
Which is,
PRX.
yeah, Devi is
What
just
do
opening
you
up
do against that?
another reality
He
with
really
that
has.
knife kill.
Yeah. They're just on a mission right now. Unbelievable, this response. Jing just blasts back and forward. Devi's like, yeah, I know Governor's in the corner. I'll deal with him. You go ahead. I got your back. Absolutely ferocious. The pace PRX is playing at, the confidence they're playing with. Yeah, stunned up is something, but
Triple push.
oh boy.
First they will
Oh.
collect 1. Quick clear out one of those wall segments, though. That gets broken down, but Primi now at risk, being pinched here. Approach comes through.
Primi
Market,
is so
Sapphire
fucked.
cleared out. Primi just gonna be sat backside for the time being. Cage just popped on either
Oh.
side, gets the reveal there on the Jing. Blast
Yo,
back
what?
manages to move away.
Yo,
Himself alive,
Jing.
Forsaken collects the kill. Governor will be able to put Jing down, but now he runs out of bullets and Devi.
Whoa.
Won't need the knife this time. Suddenly, PRX
Yeah.
looking to convert the bonus. Start things up 3-0. My sights turned in here towards main. Not ready for the shot. Jit Boys does manage to take him down. TP's forward. Fault line going to be dodged by Jit Boys.
One enemy remaining.
Oof.
I thought he had sent it previously, but I was wrong. Forsaken finds that kill. Stinger gets the dink. And Forsaken will find the 4-piece.
Damn, bruh. That
Two
movement.
reaches. As PRX convert the bonus, start things off 3-0.
It's chaotic.
It is.
It's a little bit chaotic. I mean, this is just so interesting the way that PRX is playing this today. I mean, first of all, that's a Jing special right there.
Yeah.
Primi learned the hard way. But the wall in the mid, and then the immediate pivot towards market, and Primi's all on his own, and PRX just brutalizes him. Just using that util so well. Forsaken just trying to fast track that. Oh, Jing one away from a showstopper again. Just got to play for this orb. Boom. Showstopper. Jing. Go time. Clear that trap wire.
Yep, Shells takes it out when man leading the charge.
I don't think he needed it yet.
Showstopper can just be held for the post plant now. If they even want to use it, they know that they're going to be up against, sheriffs at best.
I kind of feel like it's going to get used because it's PRX, though. I agree with you. Normally, I'd just say, John, just hold on to it, but...
The longer you hold it, the longer it is until you get the next one.
Exactly. Now you're thinking like PRX.
Is he quick clear?
Oh, he held very high.
Take down Mind Freak. Yeah, Crosshair plays was just a hair off. Vino finding Primi. Dive forward from the thrash. Not going to be coming up with much there, but going to be Jing leading the charge. Cleans up those two. As Ben will similarly fall. Forsaken now just 2 away from that Rolling Thunder. And Spike will erupt for PRX to move up 4-0.
Whoa.
Forsaken?
About
It doesn't matter. He's got 4,500
Did he want?
at the end of the round, I should say. Now he's
Just
got
want to get
77.
closer to his ult? Like, are they just going to play for
They
both
can.
orbs? No, they can play for both orbs.
Either way.
What's that?
Trying to piece together something. I mean, I don't know what else to say. PRX just absolutely on one. They're going to go for, I think, some kind of fast hit here. I mean, at least Governor can potentially get out of this. The fault line going to dissuade them. The relay bolt as well. The slow orb. Governor, even with that neon speed.
Oh, the shots. A little bit Would be there trying to find the punish. Forsaken will fall and Ban with a nice headshot, takes down Mindfreak, but it's going to be quickly traded back. 2 for 2. Jit ends up getting kicked off as well.
Jing's showstopper should be coming in soon.
Given that that's still in the back
I
pocket.
think it's this round.
Here.
Could come into play as Ping comes down, but the opportunity there on the jiggle. And if he can find the right timing here, could be monstrous. Swings out the wide just a little bit faster, finds the kill, finds that orb, and that's going to be a res now. Bringing Mindfreak back into the round.
Never mind, he doesn't need a fucking showstopper.
Suddenly, Primmy, last one standing, needs to remain standing. Likely to just tuck back.
I mean, I'm down for a certified Primmy moment. Just go absolute nuclear here.
Well, given the way that this has been going.
Not saying it's likely.
Or did they just wall him in? They could just wall him in. No. Divine. He'll be much more respectful. He'll kill him instead.
Bro, it'd be fucking funny when one him in there.
Good contention here by Talon. Able to find some value out of this early fight. But PRX just kind of fearless as always. Just keeps pressing these angles. God, Devi. So fast to react.
Bro, nice shots.
You know, was severely lacking in the previous game. Devi was one of those players that has just been so damn good throughout this stage. A big reason why PRX came into the playoffs, having not, you know, dropped any games.
Right.
Barely any maps, frankly. But that firepower wasn't being seen. Governor, though, does put him down nice and early. Crunching his way forward into tiles, finds it with the overdrive. Yep, grabs the weapon.
I like that idea. Get ahead of that showstopper a bit. If it were to come out. You could still get Forsaken his ult this round if you can get this orb. Over towards A. Just Jip Boys watching it this time. PRX has to re-clear. Make sure that tiles has been fully dealt with.
Really trying to sell this approach towards B.
Deploying
Three players
drone.
still
Dude, I
stacked
think
up on
mid
that
right now
side.
is really good.
Out. Checking in towards mid. Again, tucked away and Jing making an appearance. Gives them the hint that, yeah, this is going to end up being the A side. Jing hearing that TP out. Oh, spots one, sends it. Jip Boys going to be able to dodge out that damage. Doesn't get caught. Recon Ping there on the Jing as the sun comes through, but he's able to collect 2. Cruz and Governor both going to be taken down. Mindfreak.
Oh, he looked away.
Shoulder kick with Jit Boy strikes and the shots get opened up.
Down A.
Jit gets
Oh, the
something
timing.
down. Span and Primmy left standing. 2v3. Follow-up paint shells to hold him at bay. Rolling Thunder now going to be sent.
So fucking good. So fucking good, bro.
Sky.
Right there.
They know he's not tucked back. They know exactly where he's at. Primmy, while he can isolate the 1 kill, he cannot find the follow-up. It's going to be Jing with a 4K to get PRX now up 6-0.
They're respecting.
I mean, they're just so
Not
ferocious.
bad.
Even though the start.
The last time
decent,
Forsaken did that shit, he rushed for the kill and just ended up fucking dying.
From Forsaken to clear that elbow angle. Breaks the site open. Yeah, the showstopper doesn't get the kill, but it keeps Jip Boys in place while they just deal with the reinforcements of Talon. Jing is feeling it right now, 11-1, and halfway to another showstopper already.
On the guessing game, you went with, they're going to be saving him. Starting to look that much better because you would definitely suspect that a timeout would be called through at this point. I mean, hell, we've seen Frost call it after round victories because things haven't necessarily been going the way that they had planned them.
And Op not being able to be put to use by Governor there.
The fuck, that's slow, I just realized.
Util, good awareness here by PRX. Step 1, how do you just lean into this?
What that's slow meant to deal with Neon's rush.
For Jing. Ball's gonna come up. What's the response gonna be from Talon?
Tiny gap to try to take advantage of there, but
Oh god.
shots cannot be found. Aftershocks from both sides. Stopping either side from pushing forward. Out here from Governor, but the shot goes wide. And something
Wow.
the opposite side.
Wow.
Miller is able to go ahead and collect.
Well, execute.
Cruz fights back. Down to 5 HP, however. Primmy will get a nice shot on the Jing, but
Last is Primmy.
with a push forward. Finishes off the enemy Sova. Leaves Primmy in a 1v2. Does he opt to try to play it out? There's a swing out, and he needs to hit that first shot, but Devi just a bit snappier, a bit faster.
0-7.
Yeah, it's going very well for PRX. I mean, taking mid control, take market control, cover the other side of the wall. Not really
Enemy remaining.
fully expected by Talon. And they're just fast and furious. There's nothing else to say. I mean, PRX is just
I need a drop. Tac, tac.
completely different team from what we saw yesterday. It's an eco here for Talon with a lot of ults to back it up. Are they going to be able to finally turn this map on its head? Governor with a push out. Going to hear Jing. And he's going to try to chase him down. Jing hears it.
Yeah, and then he was going to be stunned up, but
Thought the better of
being
it.
able to just blast back out. Premi needing to hit that first shot. Pulls back, does have a trap wire, trying to self-protect it. Thrash going forward, still has
Oh,
the
they got
same
him.
He's there to collect.
Whoa!
It's okay.
Whoa, what a fire button.
Chip Boys and Cruz, one apiece. Themselves a man advantage, but weapons cannot be recovered here. Cruz, once again, down low on HP.
Okay, Dava hasn't been playing on the wall. Nah, fuck that.
Just relocating, slides back. Dizzy, perfectly timed. Just go ahead. Further keep it protected. Wall needing to be broken, and Thrash back online, ready to go. Sends it as Divide creates a gap. Rolling Thunder crashing across. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Mind Freak still holding here at the side is Cruz, able to collect a second kill with that Hunter's Fury. Jared on the recon. Mind Freak, last one standing. Trying to isolate, cannot find the first.
Nice try.
Will be able to get themselves on the board here in round number 8.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
just
the
some fancy
13-0.
shooting with the Sheriffs to knock a couple players of PRX down. A really nice little trap play they set up with the Thrash. And Devi able to head towards the link angle off the rip, but a good response from Talon. A backstab from Jit Boys. Hunter's Fury there.
Oh, that really fucked them
A
up.
lot of targets.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Hunter
Cruz.
Fury.
Yeah, very nicely done. And it's a thrifty to be able to get themselves on the board. Still though, 2 crucial ultimates invested into the round from the side of Talon. But they still have that Neural Theft as well as an Omen TP available to them, with an overdrive not far off.
They're really stacking up towards B main now. One away from a showstopper is Jing. This could play for an orb, but instead it's a check towards mid. Control of tiles briefly taken. PRX now reconsidering what they want to do. No aggressive push-outs from Talon. Just spamming that angle,
I need 3B.
trying to buy a little bit of extra space for something in Devi. Kind of set up their mid control. But again, everybody on Talon being overly cautious this round. Drone comes through. Paranoia sent to dissuade Jing.
NHL similarly staves them all.
Honestly, PRX is not saying anything right now. It's hard to say what they will do.
Be a bit of a noise cut here.
It seems like they're leaning towards B.
Everybody over towards B.
The funny part is the A orb has been left completely free the entire round. It just PRX is just not even really made a play for it. I mean, they're probably going to get the orb here.
Then the entry is gonna be wall and the fucking last pack
Back
in.
here waiting, the wingman leading the charge once again. The wall going to be coming up. He swings through,
What?
looking for Devi, but Devi finds him. Governor going to be taken down. Swing out, Ban going to be good for 1. Gets quite a bit of damage across onto something as well, as Jit Boys will be able to finish the job.
That's not very good.
3v4, but again, that showstopper in play now for Jing. Mind Freak lingering back, hearing this rotation. Showstopper now drawn out. PRX is looking to try to play time. Mind Freak, however, caught unawares there by Cruz, but still finds that shot. And now TP's back over into B main. Neural Theft will tell all. They successfully have waited out the showstopper. Spam now opened up. A bit of damage across with the defuse. Still being held. Jin Boy not being dissuaded quite just yet. Jing managing to find it, but it's already been held to half.
This is no problem.
Premi will be able to
Nice.
challenge to a second round win.
Yeah, I mean, they're just able to hold on just by the
Wait.
skin of their teeth or
At
talent.
this point, right? At this rate, fucking PRX is gonna call
really, really
timeout
patient.
first.
And Mind Freak winning that battle in market, I thought that might be the round when he was able to stay alive and TP out of there. But I thought maybe you'd TP
Oh, but
to
that's
Boba or
free.
something,
Holy
or
shit.
try to open up another angle.
One enemy remaining. Last player
That-
standing.
Just barely able to finish it in time. Our Talon.
This goes here.
We have the res for Devi. Let's see her 2 rounds in a row for Talon. See if they can start stringing some more together, but it has been very difficult to match the firepower of PRX today, and now finally fighting their feet. Spot on the Governor and company, but they're just contesting, seeing if PRX will try to make a move instead. It's another peel back, another re-control. of this mid space taken by PRX. Waiting to see what they want to do. Divide just keeping an eye out. So trying to be a little bit more quiet about this hit. Paint Shells should clear that trap. It does. Paranoia to keep.
Okay, they got the entire side of B again. This time they knew, I think.
Oh, got spotted out by Jitboys.
Oh shit.
Jitboys up over the top of their mark, able to find.
No
On
good.
that one, now Cruz gets Forsaken as well. Wall raised, but something in a very bad spot. Needs to be bailed out, tries to swing in towards Boba. Still ends up being found by finding the first. Swing out, Primi holds his ground, this time gets the better of him. Talon, 3 consecutive rounds, starting to run things back.
Yeah, they're playing really well with the patience.
Uh-oh.
Just waiting for PRX to try to make their maneuvers, and then Jitboys comes up on top of that gen. Not really accounted for quick enough by PRX. He gets lost in the sauce there. Something never able to get his shots really under control. And I was gonna say, I bet PRX is gonna take a timeout. I think Alex just wants to kind of talk about things a little bit. Maybe try to see if they can work the A side a little bit more. Try to deal with these
How
force
the
plants a
fuck?
little bit
Talon
better,
lost 7
but a
rounds in a
little
row
bit
and not
less
call a timeout. PRX lose 3 and go, alright. Everyone's mental is
Stirring
down.
up the chaos, and PRX haven't been thriving in it nearly as much. And it's solid momentum. Again, when you have that first win come through in the form of a Thrifty, you can start building up the momentum off the back of it.
Exactly.
So, Alex looking to bring an end to that. Try to see if they can get themselves into a 9-3 half.
Yeah, I'll be really curious now what PRX's economy looks like for those rounds.
It's still healthy.
Still healthy enough to get through. Have to go down to a Guardian and a Bulldog. But overall, not bad for PRX. Have the res as well for Devi, so.
By the way, I might have a late night stream later on my ranked games.
Just
Might want
kind of
to.
like, there it is. There is the spray.
Cruz always has it ready.
Just doing a little bit of a check towards mid.
Fuck, I said all my friends won't be able to watch, cause tomorrow they have to go camp or whatever the fuck they have to do.
From the dart, from Cruz.
I am in ORD
Just
mode.
gonna peel back. Leave Primi on his own, and look at Talon. They are expecting that A hit.
Slide forward.
Just
Ooh, they're full info they're going to be.
Oh, I mean, yeah, info going to be relayed here, but Mind Freak sending out that smoke now, about to be caught.
Whoa! He turned around, got him!
Overdrive taken out. Now
Taken?
the rest of our sites turned over here towards the B side, where Forsaken's going to be taken down.
Bro,
That's a
what the
spike
fuck?
drop. Needing the challenge
Whoa,
forward.
so-
Primi holding his ground. Wall used. Rez coming through. Segment going to be broken, but Primi relocating, given that he is low on HP. Quick toggle of the cam. A peek forward. Now a 3v3.
Wait, no.
Swings in. Is able to finish the job
Okay.
with the chest shot.
Spike planted.
They're just looking to build their space. Oh, they're both
Hello?
wide swinging.
hello.
This says, I popularized this. Swings out a little bit wider. And then gets the follow-up on the bid. Oh, that is so funny.
Unbelievable.
Last round.
I was just sitting there like,
It's like when they're just in a mirror.
yeah,
Like an old Looney Tunes bit.
yeah, exactly.
Only 8-3. PRX off the back of the timeout are able to break
Bro,
the win streak
55%
here.
timeout win rate, man. Come on. It's fucking funny.
It was the sprint to the audio cue, alerting Mind Freak, and he's fast enough to turn around.
Ooh.
Yep. Da-da-da-da-da.
Feels like an eternity in Valorant time.
Governor, though, a really nice spot, but just misses the opportunity to get the punish. Mind Freak now turning his sights back in. Over here.
Ooh,
But Governor
he got
finds a
him.
headshot just through the corner of the wall.
He got his showstopper though, while that was going on. Let's see what PRX wants to do. I mean, it's been a lot of B recently. Talon off that timeout kind of assumed that maybe it would be A. They put the majority of their forces in that direction, but still, PRX, if they continue with this go B all the time kind of play,
You want more? Here's
be
more.
very challenging.
Rat to try to lead. Governor does get detained. Cleaned up now by Devi. Showstopper can seek a new target. One going to be spotted.
What? I hit that. What did he hit?
Jake continues use the challenge forward, but Van's going to
Hit
be able
the
to break him
wall.
down. Now looks for a little bit more over towards Market, but Cruz going to be caught up in the crossfires. Forsaken finds the kill. One away.
Bro, yeah, that's crazy, bro.
But it's not going to be necessary. It'll be used in celebration.
That is crazy.
There's immediately PRX strike inward towards the site. They clean up the extremities, and they get themselves 9 and 3/2.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's PRX just better today. That's a lot of what this comes down to, frankly. I mean, they're showing a lot of kind of similar looks with little different flavors, different spice added in. But even that time, there's just nothing that their opponents could do about it. Talon was pretty well prepared for a B hit. Just the thrash into a kill on the Governor. Able to just kind of keep him at bay, and Forsaken starts winning some of those battles out inside of Market, and then takes the fight out to Boba, winning there as well. I mean, they're just completely in sync, on the same page, on the same wavelength with their speed and their
Now the defense.
decisions. Everything you want to see
Wow,
out of
wow.
PRX.
Absolutely.
Oh, that aftershock to cut that angle, that escape angle off. So smart by Forsaken.
And you can see just the big smiles on their faces at the end of the half. PRX well ahead in the projections to be able to close at the map. As we now shift them over to the defending side, where that Sage can be even more painful. Yeah, it looks like Divine, yeah, not going to be going for the wall, just going to be picking up the Sheriff. And we do see him do from time to time here. But PRX confident that this is going to be an A hit. Everybody from Talon, though, waiting outside the B.
They're never confident in whatever hit, bro. They're just gambling.
Explosive
Like gamblers.
main entries that PRX will pull out from time to time, so you have to be a little bit ready. Aftershock there. Just keep him in place. That should be a lot of footsteps potentially heard by Forsaken. Not sure if he was quite close enough or not, but
Bro, from all the info,
is there.
all the steps should have been a call for B, no?
for Talon, Orb grabbed, or PRX, and Forsaken still on his own.
Yep, the lone player.
Forsaken should play back now, I
Available
think.
from Ban, clear out on the drone. His position going to be noted. Now he's going to get slowed up. Cannot find the kill, so Forsaken allowed to go his separate ways, but PRX now going to have to rotate everybody over towards the side of the map as the plan comes through. So 5v5 for the retake. Flashing in towards Market. Slide forward, Governor trying to go for the challenge here, but something able to strike him down. Boys finds one, but and he gets traded out. Forsaken on the board here in the second half. Dig in towards something still.
Yikes.
Takes down Cruz. And
Is
now it's
that a
all on
heal?
Brimmy.
Yeah, is there something?
The Ghost, but this time no armor. Finds the first headshot.
Oh no, it's a troll, it's a troll, it's a troll.
Look for Divine,
Wow.
but Divine, with 10 HP, will strike him down.
Oh my god, bro. They went out against Primi one by one.
And now up to 10.
Yeah, I mean, as good as Primi can be on those pistol rounds, that Sheriff gets a ton of value.
If they had bought the Ghost for him and he had armor,
Yep,
he'd win that.
I think he does.
Solid effort, but
Deleted.
still going to be PRX stretching the lead even further.
Just tremendous, well-coordinated play from PRX. Governor, oh no. Just gonna use that to grab the orb.
Picks that up and okay, Brimmy right back to it. Does get whittled down to 35. Oh, catches the shoulder there. Sees that it's Divine.
Here.
Backs away, but now, I mean, he's being encroached upon by multiple players. Almost finds the headshot. One more. I think he would have been a line there for Mind Freak, but
Oh, so
still not
A.
going to be coming through. Now the cut back over towards A here for both sides. So Jing and something get rotated over.
Really, he uses a wall there?
Plant will come through.
Spike planted.
PRX will once again have to play for retake. Van lining up for a fault line and a paranoia. They're trying to push out to keep PRX at bay.
It's just so much firepower that you're pushing against. Line it up. 2 quick kills here for something. Bouncing forward, trying to get a mid-air hit there on the Jit Boys, who is able to collect a Vandal. And he puts it to good use immediately. Divine going to be taken down. Now suddenly Talon maybe rescuing this, but Jing says no. Little shot with the Guardian to put him down. Just trying to flush Fan out, but they just
Wow.
have a face.
That was almost a throw,
Rebound.
huh?
Vandal
Almost.
can be recovered, and PRX can get up to 11.
Yeah, I mean, I like
Bonk,
the idea
bonk,
from PRX, or excuse
bonk.
me, from Talon in this round. Like you said, PRX just has better firepower. Jitboy's there, able to sneak underneath that Dizzy and take out something right before it hits him. And Mindfreak doing a good job there with Devi. Devi gets spotted, and they're able to kind of catch Primi off guard. Mindfreak's position hidden on the other side of that door. So they're just really on point with their decision making. They're shooting
Okay.
something as a thrash.
Okay.
Jing a couple away from a
The
showstopper.
last time we saw this RRQ pistol round, everyone fucking died.
Oh boy. Are they gonna do the... Oh, I thought
they
for
don't
a
have the
second.
wall.
Yeah, I was thinking, is Devi up there? Are they gonna do the wall?
They are not, but they are going to put Mindfreak over here. Plant him in B.
They do this.
Here's the creep up, and Jitboy snappy enough with a reaction, keeps himself alive, and finds the kill in exchange. Smoke keeps Devi hidden for the time being. A quick peek out from him, but it looks like, oh, maybe they caught something up the mini-map. They put him down to 45 HP. Tries to tuck back into the smoke, but Jitboy's able to collect that. Something finding one.
Oh,
Forsaken
Forsaken
finds another.
gets
Coming
that.
back
Holy
down.
shit.
Jitboy keeps them in this game,
He's
keeps them with the
winnable.
advantage.
Spike planted.
3K for him. They all
Yeah, man.
phase out. Jitboys is now on for an ace. Something around the back. Finds the first one. Jitboys, can he get it done? Tucks back for the moment. The Mosh trying to flush him out into the open.
Oh!
And something! Gets a 4-piece of his own!
Let's fucking
And says,
go!
You got 3 on Ascent. You're getting 3 on Sunset.
Clutch.
Holy shit!
Unreal. 17 HP. Just ridiculous. I mean, Jitboy's playing out of his mind in this round. Down to 35 HP off the rip. Catches Devi trying to get the hell out of there. Smokes Forsaken. Takes down Jing on top of the box. But then this happens. Oh my god, that is... Oh, so good.
And that is the appropriate reaction.
What do? Just outrageous.
I just thought about what if Alex did a terming and he called a timeout going into this round? He does not.
He does not.
Devi, though, does take quite a bit of damage, down to 13, pops the heal on himself immediately.
That's buys all the way through, and Jing is a showstopper, something as a thrash.
Well, that jiggle peek was wide enough. Ooh, Cavanera trying to get the punish. Goes sliding back at Devi, looks to fill the space in the backside. They are not ready for that aggression. Flash not going to be getting a full catch. Devi continues to push forward. Puts just a tiny bit of damage down. On the ban is Jing now at risk. Goes pushing up through the smoke, but turns back to the showstopper to blow up Jitboys. Governor trades it out. 3v3.
He still has a body, right? Yeah, he still has a body.
Tripping with a neural depth, but no corpse nearby. Mosh bounce over onto the side, the fault line.
Oh, that's good. That's really well played. That's really well played. They lost.
The
GG.
1v1 Forsaken.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. The defuse. The wingman. It was set up. I got baited. 13-3. PRX. Take down Talent. They keep themselves
Let's
in the
fucking
playoffs. They will
go.
be advancing to play against TRX next week in the lower
Well
final
played, well
of
played.
best of 5. The RX Derby returning once more for Talon. We'll have
Next
to
is
wait
what?
to
PRX
see
versus
them
DRX?
back on this stage. In a little bit less than a month. When
Yeah.
Champions kicks off.
Oh, I'm really excited. I mean, I know it wasn't kind of the finish to Pacific that Talon maybe wanted, but that game against Team Secret should give you a lot of hope that they maybe can come into Champions and do some real damage. They've got ideas up their sleeve, and with some prep time ahead of them, certainly they're going to be cooking. But PRX looked like world beaters once again. They looked like the team that gets to finals, that challenges for trophies, that challenges for titles.
Let's eat last back
And
together.
it was amazing to watch them play today. A lot of bait and switches there on Sunset that really gave Talon some issues. Some hero plays as per usual. Just tremendous, tremendous firepower across the board.
Well,
Sick.
it has been
Okay, that's
a
good,
day.
good.
That was one hell of a sunset. And to break it all down to the best of their ability, we're going to hand it back over to the analyst desk.
Alright, I'll probably end the stream after this. I want to go eat my dinner. I've yet to eat my dinner.
This is the
Right, so my first meal of the day.
They are back
But,
in form. Both of their star duelists are
I
definitely
might.
star dueling.
Bro, this sucking. They are so good.
this is
Holy shit.
Classic PRX
But yeah, afterwards, I might stream ranked games.
This is
Might.
what all the PRX fans have always loved to see. This is what was so charming about them. Let's not worry about, the future doesn't work against other teams or not, because the fact of the matter is, you saw Star Duelist come in, you know that ban was heating up recently on Talent, you know Jip Boys is one of the best players there are in Pacific, and you just said, nah, we win these, and PRX did it.
Yeah, the literal meme, nah, I'd win. And that's basically what happened. I mean, that even ends in a 13-3. We see some of these rounds where they get tested a little bit, but after an Alex timeout, the team just switched on to a whole other level again. I mean, you see how they're so confident in how they're swinging against some of the players from Talent. For example, with something in a 1-on-2 clutch or something swinging against Jit Boys and moments like that. Yes, Prumi still has Prumi still has amazing mechanics, but again, it's just not quite enough
so
to deal
fucking
with
funny.
the entirety of PRX when it's not just something, it's not just Jing, it's Forsaken, Dubai, Mind Freak, even everybody is here to play.
I think it's just, again, a reminder that PRX's tempo is very different. You have teams that swing together, you have teams that set up, double swings and pinches and 50-50s, but the tempo at which PRX unrelentlessly just keeps on pressuring you is impressive. And this right here, he sees the peak out after the match, and he's like, well,
honestly,
there's no other way you
that's
can go. You're going to have to double up where I'm going to fight 1v1s. The confidence that something has. It's things like that that once again go to show that when Talent's given a chance, yes, they can fight back. But what if PRX is in the zone like today, right, and they don't just go for these 1v1s, and they're able to just constantly pressure with 2v1s, 3v1s, and then trade again, util again. I mean, it was just very, very classic PRX.
I think what's really remarkable is that you can really tell when PRX is in hive mind mode, and we saw that today. You saw all those comms being just absolutely fluid, maybe no comms even, they just know how to work well together. We see the Gecko on something, help set up for Jing to go in there and get those kills, and vice versa. So I think this is really good, considering we are now gonna go into the semifinals with PRX facing off against an old friend, DRX. I'm pretty excited for this, because it's been a while since we've seen them,
like in a high-stakes match.
Yes, not since last year.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and so now they're meeting, but it's a different best of 5. It's not the grand final, so there's a bit more at stake here. And both of them have had some ups and downs. So I think this is going to be a very interesting new chapter here for both of the RXs.
Exciting to say the least. I mean, because again, with all the changes that are going through, DRX bringing some of these new players as well. I mean, how is the?
I don't think there's anything else after this.
So I mean, we're gonna table that for next week, but it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good one, and I'm so happy to see it. The two RX.